Hey, hello everyone.
Hello, Shri.
Good morning or good afternoon. Du- du- du. Right, good to see you all. Just a sec. Hope you're doing great. The week looks good. Just a sec. I'm trying to put. All right, all right. All right, good. First, welcome you all to this Sunday prayer. So we meet every Sunday to talk about success and progress. I have good smiling face today, some of them. Mugabigai, Savita, Mahesh. These are the certified people today. Excited? Happy?
Yes.
Yes. Let me first invite you all to the spotlight. The achieved. Okay. I have three people now. Muhabigai, Mahesh, and Savita. Am I missing anyone here who are certified already? Shri, you are bad, man. You missed me. Something like that. All right. First round of applause. Great job. Congratulations. Good efforts. Good efforts. Really, really good efforts. In this, we have a different combination this time. The combination is not everyone is PMP. Really? There is a difference here. Who is the different person here?
We know
Savita.
PMP.
Savita did a clear what? IPS. Savita, come on, man. Okay, Savita cleared PMI ACP, Agile Certified Practitioner. One of the toughest exam in Agile world right now. Really? Yeah, it is. It is one of the toughest exam right now because PMI is setting the standard super high. You have to work really smart to clear Agile exam. So we have the big fish in the market called PMP, two people. We have the smartest exam in Agile called ACP. I have one person. So once again, really, really happy for you and a great job. Congratulations. It's also a great opportunity to listen to you. Couple of right. Let's take a few minutes to listen to you because I have people from different levels of preparation. Some of them just entering the preparation, open the book, or today we have a new PMP batch starting. I have 100 plus people who are going to just start the journey. When they watch your success story, there could be some inspiration where to start. Or someone is very close to so much worried on their scores, they can listen to you, something could help them. So the intention of this success story is how can we help people? That's the only intention. At the same time, be honest and be transparent to tell what happened. Because most of them come and say, people say that, oh, you know what? In exam hall, I was had a feel like clear the exam, and then I made it. So kind of all combination of things, right? So we will start listening to you. And who want to go first? PMP, PMI, ACP, Mahesh, Muha, Begesh, Savita. Savita want to go first. She put the answer. Savita, your volume is not coming quicker for me.
Sorry. Is it audible now? There's
Now
some audio.
you're now you're good. Now you're good. So two PMP stars. Can you hold for 5-10 minutes? So I'll come back to you. Huh? Don't feel bad. Oh God, man, you're putting me back. Huh? All right. I pull in Savita here. Savita, again, congratulations. If many may not know what is PMI ACP, ACP is Agile Certified Practitioner. It has its own syllabus, like what we do for PMP. There's exam content outline. And to be honest, it's getting more and more tougher day by day, this exam. It has a coverage of lean, it covers a coverage of product management, it covers about agile, all the methodologies, go detail into that. So you should be really smart in agile to answer this exam, really smart. So let's listen to Savita. Savita, go ahead. What made you to come for PMACP?
See, PMI, ACP, as everyone. See, this is like career growth. I was looking for a career growth, and honestly telling, I'm completely from a healthcare background, operation side. But always thought of having something on the project management side, on the technical side. So that is one reason I went for Agile. And second thing, the future is all into Agile, right? I can't just stick to only the older version of things. So Agile, AI, everything is moving to that side. So that is
Yep.
again one of the thing. I
Mhm.
upgrading ourselves.
Okay.
So these are the main reasons which made me to
ACP.
learn this course.
Okay, okay. As I look into you, you're working in Agile already, and you want to upskill yourself in Agile. How relevant what you see in your office with what you read in ACP? Is it both connected? How do you see that?
So in my office, it is not completely agile. It is hybrid actually.
Hmm.
Older version and the waterfall model, predictive method, and agile. Some processes agile, but I want to learn all the aspects of agile. Slowly our organization is also was also moving towards agile, and right now, honestly speaking, I'm not working. I left my job, so I am searching for looking for new jobs, and I am in the process of attending few interviews.
Okay.
So where the main focus is like agile. Main focus is
Mhm.
agile, and the terminologies what they are using, all based on agile.
Got you, got you. Oh, got you. That's interesting. So the people listening to this video will be very curious. I give little build up for PMI ACP. So the exam is a bit tough and stuff. How many number of questions in exam? How you manage your exam?
Yeah. In the exam, we have 180 questions.
One, I'm sorry,
I'm sorry. Yeah, 120 questions.
20.
120 questions, and all. Hello. Am I clear? Am I
Yeah,
clear?
there was a break. Now you are good. Proceed.
Am I clear? Am I audible?
You are.
Yeah. In the exam, there are 120 questions,
Mhm.
uh, and we will be judged purely on 100 questions. 20 are like new questions, which they give random. So you will not know those 20, which are those 20 questions. Actually, you are marked on the 100 questions. Um,
Mhm.
is
Okay.
it clear? Am I audible?
Your internet, your internet has some break, but we are managing to listen. Your internet has some trouble.
Yeah, I can understand because the climate over here is little here. I mean, it's raining heavily over here from the past 2 3 days. So there's a lot
Mhm.
of connectivity issues are going on. Uh,
Okay.
but
You're,
still,
you're,
I try
you're good now.
to cover.
You are good
Yeah,
now. Good now.
yeah,
Okay. So 120
yeah.
questions, 3 hours of examination. So how was the
Hmm.
exam depth of the agile? How good it is?
Yeah, it is. All the questions was. I am not saying all the questions. Like 70% of the questions were scenario based. You
Mm-hmm.
should have good understanding of the scenarios, different types of scenarios. So
Mm-hmm.
for that, is very important that you should read through all the topics, all the contents very thoroughly. It is very important. Multiple reading. My
Mm-hmm.
experience, what I did, I read all the books multiple times. So if I say my Griffith, I read thrice. The other modules, the other four modules that we have, that mindset, the delivery, product, leadership, all four I read twice. I managed. You have to find out, because if you are aiming for something, it is very important that you dedicate yourself. That commitment is very important. Otherwise, it is going to be tough. And Shri, your class, that is another thing. I heard that couple of times, because I'm telling the thing is like, I am not completely from the agile background. So I have operations knowledge and yeah, agile also. So for me, it took some time. So anybody who is new to this field, definitely they have to put little more effort to understand the concept, because everything is new. Most of things are new. So that
Mm.
is very important. Reading, dedication, and your commitment. You have to set goals. And
Okay.
one more. Yeah, and one more thing I want to say that if you are planning to write the exam like in 1 month, if you want to finish in 1 month, make sure you go ahead and book it. If you won't book for the exam, you are not going to get the seriousness. But this happened with me. My
Okay.
personal experience telling you this happened with me. So you have to book it. There, so initially there will be like lag, but slowly when the exam dates get nearing,
Hmm.
you automatically you start putting yourself into that issue. So that is
Okay.
very
Nice to know. Once you pay the money, you feel the pressure.
yes, that's true.
Okay. Okay. All right. So if you observe
And
you,
lot of
20
reading, lot
questions.
of reading, and
In 120 questions is 70% scenario based, which means there are some direct questions also in exam. They ask some of the direct agile questions.
yes, they
Hmm. Okay. Okay. That's a little more impressive
yes,
comparing to
yes.
what we see in PMP. PMP they drill you 98% scenario questions. It's okay in that case. I'll tell you. Okay. Nice to know, Savita. Nice to know. Hard work. Hard work. You know that Savita. I think you all know that the people listening this. PMI updated the PMI ACP content only 6 months back or 8 months back. So they give a syllabus of content which is huge. They gave a 4 workbooks to read. I don't know how Savita read it twice. Reading one time itself will take life hell. That much of content is there. Great job, Savita. I'll appreciate that. I'll appreciate it. Good. One last question to you. How was the time management in the exam? Because it's 120 questions and yeah, you have to divide into two, 60, 60. I believe it's a 3 hours examination, isn't it? 3 hours.
Yes.
So how was your time management, if you can help that part?
Okay, so time management, honestly, I'm telling you, time management was little bit difficult because one mistake I did while practicing all the questions, because with the reading, after completing my reading, I did lot of questions from the portal, our ShriLearning portal, 10 marks question, the chapter wise questions I did, and I exhausted all the 40 marks question, and I did mock exam 3 mock exam I did.
Hmm.
And I was not at all worried about the. I mean, I was not checking the timings. I was just
Hmm.
going through. If the time goes, if I was not able to finish the test within the time, also I was not worried. Actually, when you do the practice, make sure that you check the time and make sure that you finish that 120 question within the time slot. I didn't do that.
Hmm.
So during exam also, I was going in that phase only, that flow only. So
Okay.
one, yeah. So time
Okay.
management was a scenario-based question, and it is little tough to, read, understand, because the main
Okay.
thing is to identify all the key terms in the question. So it was
Nice.
like neck on neck,
Okay. Okay.
and yeah,
Okay, great. Good to know. So good thing is it's 120 questions, 3 hours exam, manage time properly, read microfit book, read the workbook given by PMI at least few times, and go detail into the subject. There could be 70% of scenario questions, right? So more of agile depth. That's what it is, right? Good. All right, good, Savita. First, thanks a lot for coming up here, sharing your experience because it's going to help someone who's preparing for not only PMI ACP, it could be for PMP also, which means you can take some takeaway, book the date properly, and do time management. These two applicable for any exam, right?
and drink a lot of water during the exam. People won't drink water in the tension, but please drink a lot of. I drank a lot of water that helped me. We take one sip water. That is very important. In 3 years I finished all 1 liter of bottle.
Okay.
That because that will like give some energy to your brain to read. Sometimes you will get exhausted. Honestly,
Okay. Okay.
take break.
Uh, okay. That's a useful tip. Drink water. Okay. Should we mix anything in the water?
No, a mix a lot of confidence.
All right, all right. If you sit in Amsterdam, they'll give some tricks to mix something in the water. All right. Okay, good. Nice, Savita. Thanks a lot. I know you really did a good job, and I'm so happy you came up here to give your inputs. And we'll share this inputs to some more people who go for PMACP. Okay, good. Then have a fantastic time. Thanks for coming up here.
Thank you so much, Sri. Thank you, and all the best to everyone. Thank you.
Fantastic. You rock. Thanks, Savita. All right. That's Savita who cleared PMI ACP. So now I have two more people who are PMP people who want to jump first now. Muhambigai. Oh, she put the hands up already. Sorry, Mahesh. She pressed the button already. All
Okay.
right. Give a minute. Okay. That's Muhambigai. I
So
can see a
my
lot of joy in Muhambigai face, but I know what all happened in the exam time. Is it Muhambigai? The
yeah,
pressure
I
you had.
really want to share my lesson so that no one will do this mistake.
Come on, you should learn by mistakes, right? I like the interesting part is you go to wrong exam center. Yay! Imagine, guys, one person went to long exam center in the morning and realized this is not my center. Oh God. Okay, first, congratulations, Mohambi, guys. She did a wonderful job. She cleared the exam. Thing is, she has to travel a long distance to go for exam center. After traveling a long distance and realize that's not their center, oh man, what else you can expect in exam hall? So a lot of ups and downs in her journey, but the end of the day, she did it. So I'm really happy for that. One thing I want to appreciate that Mohambi guy from the beginning for the preparation. You're very stubborn on your process. You're very clear on your process. Even when people have this kind of last minute panic, they get nervous, they lose it. But I think you hold your nerves well, like Savita was mentioning, drink a water, stabilize. I believe you did something that hold you back. Give some thought process on your journey that can help more people. Yes, please.
Okay, so first thing is exam center. If we say for a college name and a location, we only think about like one location, right? So my husband is a very process oriented person. So I was like, I just gave this. Okay, now take me to this place. That's it. I did not even like bother any further. So and that day it was like a very the traffic was very high. So it is like already I was running to the exam center. It's not like walking. And the moment I reached, no one was there. So I thought, okay, I'm early to the exam center. And then they were telling me the exam center is 13 kilometers away. It's like in the same name, there are two centers,
God.
which is like not in a different place, just 13 kilometers away. Again,
I can imagine how you looked at your husband by that point. You looked at him and you gave a face reaction. I can realize how it would have been.
so I was like running again this side, and
Okay.
again the road is full of traffic. My husband was doing like running, chasing, and all. I was sweating. I was sweating
God.
badly. I didn't even utter a word. I was sweating. Okay, now my mind. Okay, will I get my money back if I cannot write the exam?
So which city is this Mohambique? Which place it?
Cochin, Cochin.
Cochin, Cochin. Cochin's road should be okay, I believe. Not as bad like Mumbai or Bangalore.
No, it was like raining heavily, so everywhere it is
Oh,
full of traffic.
oh God.
So if it is like
Okay.
normally 30 minutes, it takes 1 hour.
Oh God, oh God. Okay. What time is your exam? What time you reached?
So exam is 9 and I reached around 8:15 that time. But
Ah,
again,
okay.
like the way is full of traffic, so the my expectation is 1 hour before to the center, but
Okay.
already I delayed by 15 minutes, and in the place there were no one
Hmm.
to tell me whether this is a place, or finally like I got to know that okay, it is a different place.
All right.
Yeah.
Exam hall. What time you reach the exam hall?
8:15 I reached
Okay.
the incorrect exam center, and the
Ah,
right center I reached around 9:20.
9:20.
My
Okay.
exam is at 9.
Okay. Okay. This is going to be a real crucial important point. People listening here. If 9 is exam time and you go by 9:20, what do you manage? How you manage that point?
So I called the center and
Ah,
I told them like this is what
on the
happened,
way.
and
Okay.
I need like support for that inform there and help me to write the exam.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So then like the moment I reached, they informed already.
That's nice.
So
That's
then they allowed me to write the exam,
all
and
right.
then
All
that's
right.
it.
I think you made a issue handling. You quickly called them. I think that's a good
Yeah.
thought process you made. You
Mm.
call them. Huh? That's nice. At least you inform that I'm running late. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay. All right. So the regular checking process happened and 9:20 they allowed you to get into the exam hall.
Yes, yes, they allowed me.
Okay, fantastic. So when you go settle down, how was your mindset? Nervousness?
No, once I reached the exam center and they said like you are okay to write the exam, I was okay. Because I'm not ready to like postpone the exam. I want to write it.
Close it that day. Okay, great job. Great job. Okay, that's nice. Good to hear about it, that you managed to get on time, or at least 20 minutes. How was the exam? What is your exam experience?
Exam experience, two things I find it very useful when I was writing. One is like the highlight option and strike through option. I
Hmm.
did not use it in my practice exam. So the
Hmm.
moment I started, since I was like little nervous because of the things, I immediately like when I read, I just highlighted the key words. And
Ah.
when I was reading the answers, whichever I felt like 100% this is not right, I just strike through.
Uh-huh. Help people around here. When you say strike through, it's a screen of a Pearson, and you
Yeah.
have one question at a time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a strike through option. Where
Mm-hmm.
is this icon in the screen?
It is top left.
Top left. Should I every time click the menu, or it is open icon? It's just
Uh-huh.
a screen.
Okay, so there is two ways to do it for highlighting.
Hmm.
So for initial 5 questions, I was like clicking drop down,
Hmm.
selecting the color, and trying which was like wasting my time. So
Yes.
then if I click directly, then also it is getting highlighted. That drop down is only to select the color.
What do you mean by click directly?
Click directly, there is a option called highlight, right? So if you click
Ah,
directly, it gets highlighted.
okay. Why I ask this question specifically is
Hmm.
there are people who every time go to file, the menu, and then choose it, and then come back and highlight it, which
It
they
wastes a
say
lot of
time
time.
killing process, a time killing process. So what I'm hearing from you is in the top you see just click the highlight and then
Mhm.
highlight it. When you say highlighted, it just covers the whole sentence, isn't it? With the
No,
color.
no. If I
Hmm.
like click the word, I'll be able
Ah,
to color only that word.
that part.
It's
Okay.
like using my mouse. If I like select that part, I'll be able
Ah,
to
ah.
highlight it, and that was like very helpful for me.
Okay, okay. How useful it is in the exam hall when you do that?
Because see, when we do the mock test, we read, and when we
Hmm.
read half through, we forget like what we read. If the question is like big, or
Hmm.
if we are not focused completely. But
Hmm.
this helped me. Second time, I do not read the whole question. I just see the keywords, and I am able to match it with the answer.
Okay, okay. Makes sense. First 10 minutes when the exam is starting, Pearson runs a short video, help video, or
Hmm.
help instruction. In this help instruction, are they giving inputs on how to use this menu?
Actually, I did not see the video.
Ah, so nice, huh? Buy a mobile, don't read the menu, start using. Okay, that's how it
They are
is.
giving that instruction.
All right, all right. Thanks for this input. I think you should listen to that. That will help you, right? That's a good point.
Right.
All right, good. That one I heard highlight. What is the other one you said? Strike.
Strike through. That was like also really helpful because
Ah,
when there are 4 options in the
ah,
mind, we think that okay, this is not right. But sometimes when you reread it, you do
hmm,
not remember, right? So
hmm.
again, we have to like once you strike through, it's like very clear. Only 2 options, and I have to select one among them.
Okay, let me clarify this. Highlight is for the question.
Huh.
Strike through is for answers.
Yeah. That's how I used it.
Okay, I think that's how it works also, I believe.
Okay.
And strike through, how is it? Is it the menu outside or it's inside? Where I
It's
have
again like in the left top,
okay.
second to the highlight option.
So there is a button highlight, click it, you get highlight. There is a button strike, click, you get it. Okay.
Yep.
All right, all right. You are giving $1 million tip for the people.
Okay.
Fantastic. Nice to know. Did you use this for most of the questions, the two options?
This I used 80% of the questions.
Oh,
20% I felt like, okay, I'm like kind of running short of time.
yeah.
Even then, I used the strike through option. I did not go for highlight, but
Ah,
strike through, I almost used it for everything.
yes, yes. Why I want to say this is I do have a person who is from Europe. He took this exam, and this guy said he spent first 60 questions playing with this. And he said it took a lot of time for him to do the stuff there. So maybe he's not good with the mouse. And yeah, there are
Mm.
some people who go slow with their mouse actions, right?
Right, right,
So
right.
it's each individual preference whether to go
Yeah,
or not to go. Okay.
yeah.
All right, good. That's a good tip. Right. So how was your time management?
Time management, first 60 questions, I was like, I was able to do it. Like, I marked 3 questions for review because I
Okay.
was like a little confused with that. For that, those questions also, I had this highlights and all so that I could like review it. And
Hmm.
I was on time. Around 70 minutes, 75 minutes, I'm done with the
First to
first.
60. First 60. So which means in the clock you have 230 minutes. From 230 deduct
Fine.
70,
Uh-huh.
which will be 160 in your clock. In your clock it shows 160 by the time you're done with the first 60.
155, kind of,
155. Okay,
around that
nice.
range.
Nice. Then you took a break.
Yes.
All
To
right.
break, I took a bottle filled with hot water, and also
Ah,
I had this herbal tea kind of mixed in it. And I
you,
had a box full of like nuts and
ah,
fruits.
it
So
doesn't look
I
like an exam. It's some like a tea party with your husband. Okay. Okay. Nuts, tea. Okay. What else you had?
that's it.
Nice, China tea. Yeah. All right. Good. But you're already sweating heavily when you go to the exam hall. I think it's a calm down will take half an hour, 1 hour. Then, all right. All right. I know it's very important. You need to take a break. You have to eat something. Very much important. Okay, good. So second slot, third slot, how was your time management?
Um, Second slot 70 minutes, and
Okay.
third slot I had like 5 minutes extra.
Okay.
So that I did like review the questions,
Review questions.
and
Okay. Then one
I
ask with you. When you say I want to review a question, where is the flag? Where should I click it?
so when I mark the questions, you'll not see like where which question and all, but when you finish the first slot or second slot, you will get a review screen.
Mm-hmm.
In that
Okay.
review screen, there is a flag, there is a column which
Mm.
says like a mark for review.
Very good.
It will be
Very good.
colored. So I just clicked that question, and once done,
Okay.
we should not go to next option. There is a
Mm.
next option also. If we click
Mm.
next option, it will go to next question. So what
Mm.
we have to do is there is a bottom left, there is a option,
Okay.
end review session. So
Okay.
you have to click that, yeah, get back or some option, back option. So you
Nice.
have to do that to get to the main screen.
Good job. Good job, Mohabika. Good, okay. Thanks for giving all this, bringing the picture of how the exam look like. So, information to everyone watching here. First thing, there is a simulation question paper model, which is not model screen itself in Pearson portal. So, if somebody want to really get the feel of how the exam look like, please get in there, see how the layout look like. You get an idea. Number one. Number two, in the exam hall, first 10 minutes, there is an instruction video which they help to tell how it works. If anyone want to really learn this, these two portions are there. But still, Mohammed really helped us. How does it look like? So, Mohammed, key part now. This is an exam. How was your preparation? What was your practice exams? How you did it?
Okay, so preparation, I joined ShriLearning 1 year back.
Ah,
Okay, when I joined, it was like a company funded thing, but I
mm,
crossed all the timelines. Every time I open the book, I'll be telling my family that, oh, when I open the book, I feel like okay, I'm like writing some board exams. I get like I feel very scary.
okay.
To see the book itself, I feel scary. So I read couple of chapters and I'll forget everything. This is how my journey was, for months together. And then
Mm,
at one point I decided I'm going to do it.
mm,
Okay, and then even I remember or I forget, I'm going to read it and I'm going to go with mock. That's how I read through the book and I
mm,
gave the first mock. First mock I got around 62,
mm,
and I shared the results with you, and you said, okay, you are like getting there. Then I said, okay, I think I'm on the right track.
mm,
Then then I pay. I think after second mock I paid the fees and blocked the schedule.
mm.
That
Again, okay. Like
huh,
what Sabita mentioned a few minutes back. First, block the date.
block the date. Block the date. That is important
Okay.
because that gives you highest level of seriousness. There was a medical emergency in my house, and
Oh,
I had my laptop and books in the hospital, and I was reading.
Oh, that's
It's
tough. Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's like whenever I had some time, I had to, because I have a bigger stake in front of me. If I'm
Hmm.
not gonna do it, I'm gonna lose it. So
Hmm.
and so I had to, like, after registering for the exam, it's like never looking back.
Hmm.
You
Good.
you go forward.
Good. Good.
And every time in every exams and all, like I had this doubt factor, will I be able to clear? Even last week Sunday prayer, when I was talking to you, that time my final mock score was not good. It was like backwards.
What is your highest score in full exams?
64 is my highest score.
Highest score. When you
Hmm.
go to main exam, how do you found? Is it are we close to each other? What you practiced? What is in the main exam? How was it?
I find it comparatively easy.
Which is easy?
Main exam was easy.
Are you making people happy here?
Not sure, but again, it's my experience. There is a disclaimer. That's my experience.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what do you mean by easy? Question
Uh,
intensity level, language.
so I can give an example. Last day I was taking a chapter wise or 40 question mock. I saw a question and the answer is little slow. Answer is little, so I forgot what was the question.
Uh,
Okay, so then I was like, oh my God, if I get questions like this, I don't even know what it is. I was in
mm,
that mode. There were like a lot of new terminologies. I was
mm.
like getting to know whenever I hit any new exam, there'll be some new concepts there. But when I was writing the actual exam, everything was scenario based. I would say like 95% it is scenario based, and
Mm.
5% I got one per question. Otherwise, it's all scenario based.
All right, all right. So while you practice exam, if you understand the terms and the concepts, this helps you to think in scenario in main exam. Can we say something like that? It makes you to think like that. You
Uh,
get the idea.
Yes, and one more thing which really helped me is when I was like analyzing what went wrong, why my scores are going backwards, I could see that I do not get the flow right. For example, when the project charter is created, is it like before project management plan? Is it like after project management plan? So I had
Mm,
these confusion. So what I did is like I did not have much time. These and
mm,
all I was identifying a day before my exam, right? So what
mm.
I did is like I went to ChatGPT and I asked, give me real time
Scenarios. Okay.
scenarios, what a project manager do, or in a application, what
Nice.
happens step by step with list of documents.
Very good. Very good. Good
And I
use of
asked it to
mm.
give to me like a story that I can
Ah,
remember.
yeah, yeah, true, true. That I keep saying that use AI efficiently. Ask questions, challenge AI. That will really help you. Very good. Good job. In exam hall, are they giving AI to use?
No.
So no artificial intelligence in exam hall, only natural intelligence, NI. Okay. All right. Good job. Thanks, Mohambigai. That's really, really gives a scenario for us, everyone. What was your situation in exam, before exam, in exam, and preparation of the exam? If you want to share some tips for the people who are preparing, what will be your inputs?
First thing is like when we start, we not necessarily we have to figure out everything. So we think that way. I also thought that okay, when I start, I have to be figured out everything. But no. First, anyone like here planning for exam, just start it and be regular to Sunday prayers. That part I missed it, because the
Ah,
reason why I'm telling Sunday prayers is uh, in uh, last to last Sunday prayer, you were like telling that, okay, don't prepare anything, but you just go through notes. But I was like, oh my God, I didn't even prepare notes. I was like completely going.
okay.
Then I was like doing a reverse engineering. Okay, now I'm gonna like ask Infinity and ChatGPT, like give me short notes for each
Okay.
chapter, and then
Okay.
I was like preparing. Okay, for me, I connect things with examples. So
Hmm.
I asked examples, and I started preparing notes 2 weeks before. So
That's
I was
good.
like fine tuning things
Nice.
with whatever that is being discussed in Sunday prayers.
Hmm.
So yeah, be regular to Sunday prayers, and yeah, doubt will be there. You will be doubtful till the till the moment you receive your pass sheet, but go for
Yep.
it. Just
All
fix
right.
the date, go for it. That's it.
Very good. Very good. Just do it. That's the
Just
message.
do it. Just do it. That's it.
Fantastic. Great. Good, super Mohammed. I'm really happy for your success, and I'm sure you gave a good treat for your partner, your husband. Really,
Yes,
right?
after the exam, I was asking him, don't ever say that you are a organized person.
Oh, come on. He dropped you again, right? 13 kilometers you're driving. What was his heartbeat while driving, right? It's pretty,
He
yeah.
told me that I was like, even I know I hit some cars or some vehicle, I would have sorted out later after dropping you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because he has to manage you lifelong. You'll keep telling this, right? One day he don't want to mess up there. See, he can already think about the risk management in his mind. What all could happen? Poor man.
Right,
Okay, good.
right.
But still, it's a good team effort. I think these things will be a little more careful. People are watching this. Look at the address clearly. Go to the location view a week before. I know for it's long distance.
Yeah.
If not, I recommend people to go to the location before, read the details in Pearson website, how the exam layout look like, what all I should carry with me. I think that the 30, 40 minutes, if you spend time, very good. Even eatables, plan the previous evening. Pick up and pack it up. Keep the ID cards. Your ID should be photo ID. Don't take your voter card, other those stuff. It should be photo ID with your signature. They ask your signature to be there and it should be mapping with the signature. Some places will be very strict. The signature should map. Don't wear too many ornaments. They ask you to remove the ornaments. If you have a glass, they will scan your glass. Metal detector they will use. Each city has a different rules. So don't go very easy. Be well prepared. That will be good for us. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Thanks, Mohammed, for coming up here and being very transparent to share what happened. Right? You could have hidden everything and say that all went well, right? But you are so open and transparent, sharing what happened really helps most of us here. Great to know. Great to know. Any questions to Mohammed? Does anyone have something to share or discuss with her?
I have a question actually.
Yeah, please.
My scenario is similar to yours, like my story, because I've been following you since last week. I think you came into the Sunday prayers, and I've seen some of your mock reports too. Mine is similar. I'm confident in the topics, but I have exam phobia basically. Uh, like I just wanted to know how you got more confident with the exam because your percentage and my percentage are similar in the marks, like 60 to 65, 65 to 70 somewhere. So, like, how you got more confident in the exam?
Okay, so first thing is, there is no second option for me because I was like about to join a new job in a different country after 2 days from my exam, 2 to 3 days from. So there is
Mhm.
no other way to come back. So
Yeah.
what I was doing to make sure that my stress level is not impacting, I was doing meditation. It sounds crazy, but I was doing meditations, and I have this note where I every single day, every morning I wake up and I write that okay, I'm PMP certified. Maybe
Mm,
sounds crazy, but I do that. I
true.
was like doing for months together.
True. That's nice. That's nice. Positive mindset.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I
that's
was like
important.
doing a lot of, those kind of things. And I was telling myself, okay, even like when I was like attending last Sunday prayers, I was telling myself, okay, next week I'm going to share my success story in the call.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
those
positive.
kind
That's
of things
positive.
I tried.
Good then. Good then. Thanks for that positive note. I strongly believe this. Until you jump, you may not know you fly or fall down. So you have to jump. So I think that's your situation now. You have to jump, no other go. But again, connecting with the question, the scores, what we see 65, between 65 to 70, 73 is a very decent score to clear the main exam. As Mugabe is pointing out, the main exam is at times close to ShriLearning or one level below ShriLearning. If you're a very lucky person, it can go one level above ShriLearning. If you're a very lucky guy, okay, you pray God very well, you are a nice person always, you will be the guy who bugged heavily. The one level it can go up. But when you practice free learning very well, if you are crossing 65, 70, 75, I will tell you walk to the exam chest up, which means you've done all the groundwork. Now just go hit the exam, it's on your way. That's what I will say. Yeah.
And one more thing I want to mention to you, Shri, like I saw your message in the morning that you mentioned that okay, you are PMP certified. Then like in the morning itself, I typed you a message saying that I passed the exam.
Ah.
Before even going to exam, I typed and I kept it in draft.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting.
And also I wrote a LinkedIn post Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Before even like the moment I registered for the exam, I wrote a post that, okay, I'm already like passed. And I kept it. I was
Nice.
creating proofs to tell my mind that I've already done.
Good. That's impressive. Really, I appreciate the positive mindset. Great, Muhammad. Once again, thanks a lot for coming up here, sharing all your inputs. I'm sure it's going to help a number of people here. Yeah, round of applause for your great achievement. Good job. Good job. Great. That's Muhammad with us, and now Mahesh has a lot of patience to wait. I should not delay further to Mahesh. Mahesh, what a patience you have, man. All right, one more person who cleared a PMP recently. How many days back, Mahesh, you cleared the exam?
Last Monday, 14th of July.
14th. Okay, 14th of July, you cleared the exam. So congratulations, Mahesh. It's really happy to see. I have seen you very consistent on the class. I have seen you very consistent on this Sunday prayers, right?
Yes.
It's like a Mohammed pointing out a few minutes back, be regular, right? That's more important. Give a little highlight why you thought PMP, how it's going to help you.
Yeah. So before I start, first of all, thank you, Shri, and thank you to all the other members of the ShriLearning for helping me and getting this exam pass.
Great.
The reason why I opted for PMP is because the current role which I am performing in my organization is kind of project coordinator role, managing all the technical plus management related stuff, delivering all the stuff from start to end. But my designation is still not showing that one. So in future, if I want to switch or if I want to switch within my organization to a higher level, I need to show that yes, I have some certification already did, which is one of the most difficult, like PMP, with this project coordination and the management experience. Then that will definitely help me either in my company or in another company. So that was the motivation behind for
Okay.
PMP.
Okay. Great. Good to know. Good to know, Mahesh. That's really good. So, you know what people look for in a success story because you have watched many success stories.
Yes.
If when you are preparing for success story, what you're expecting from these people?
Be consistent because to be very frank, I'm a very intelligent guy. Like Shri used to talk in his classes, backbenchers just
Last
pass
bench.
engineering, 65% in engineering, not more than that. So for me, it's the key is to be consistent, go through the concepts again and again. Of course, use the chat GPT or any AI tool which you like. That will give you the examples for that particular concept. So that will be very easy to understand what actually that concept is all about. And for me, solving as many questions as you can, that will be my success mantra to all. Because I
Okay.
did the same thing. I went for a lot of 10 questions, 40 questions, 60 questions. I went for 4 full mocks. Because I'm not very much interested in doing the book reading 2-3 times. One time I did it, so I was okay. But for me, solving the question based on the concept is only possible when you try multiple questions on that particular scenario.
Got you.
For an example, like we have 3 types of procurement, but in book it's straightforward definition. But when you solve the question, you will get confused because they ask in such a trickier way that you need to remember what exactly that concept is. So that can come only when you solve the questions. You know what they're asking, what is the terminology they're using, because in the one term, the answer can change. So for me, solving questions is a primary key for me.
That makes me to ask one question. We heard from Muhammad now that the exam was more okayish comparing to what she did in ShriLearning. What was your version?
Yeah, for me, exam was tough. And that I will not lie. I already mentioned this in the chat also. So for me, it was very tough. Not tough, but the one which I gave 4th mock, I felt very difficult in the ShriLearning. So similar kind of level was there in the
You
PMP
saw
exam.
in the main exam, the fourth
Yeah.
exam in ShriLearning, that was your level.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
There I
which means
only
equal to
scored
that. Okay,
60, 61 only in the 4th mock.
fourth, that's what you got. Okay.
So that kind of paper was there. Few
Okay.
questions were very straightforward, so I don't have to think anything, just go and tick and next.
Okay.
There are good number of questions on the hybrid, which I was not expecting, but it was there. And then most of them are scenario based, good mix of agile, 60% and 20-25% predictive, 10-12% hybrid, and few 2-3% are pretty straightforward. I got 4 drag and drop, which were very simple. I didn't
Ah,
read one, and I
ah,
got one calculation, only one out of 180.
okay,
That was
okay,
the combination of the paper.
okay, okay. Mahesh, one question. How lengthy the question is? Because sometimes I hear from people the questions are so lengthy, long. It took long time to read for me.
No,
How
it's
was
a
it?
two, three lines. On an average, two and a half, or max 3 line questions. Only
Uh,
the computation one, the formula one, it is having 4 to 5 lines. But
oh,
the rest of the questions were decent, two and a half, max 3.
uh-huh. Is it optimistic, pessimistic one?
Yes, but it has some
It
addition to that. It's not very
some things,
straightforward.
of
Yeah.
course, some flavor will be added on top of it.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Interested about time management. How was your time management main exam?
Time management was perfect. For every section, I had few questions, near about 10, 12 questions. I need to review it for every section. I did
Okay.
it without any issues. So the time when I clicked last question to be reviewed, my time was finished. So for me, time management was particularly fine. I didn't face any issues. So it
Okay.
went very well,
Okay.
to be very
Okay.
frank.
Look like all went systematic for you, or what you
Yes.
thought has happened in the exam, except the tough level was a bit high.
Yeah, for me, it was high, to be very frank.
No, we know, right? PMI has millions of questions.
Yes.
And when I used to use AI to learn, don't you think PMI will use AI to improve the question?
Yes.
Right? They can use an AI when you are answering the question based on your answering ability, they could increase your intensity also. We don't know, right? How PMI is handling, no one knows. So question paper is tricky for some people. Some people goes moderate, some less moderate. Yeah, it's a kind of. So what I understand from you is the fourth level of exam, what you saw was, yeah, that's exam. But what is your highest score in ShriLearning? Any
78. But that was mostly all repeated questions, three.
some of
So
the repeated questions you got there, 78. If not next to that, what was your best score?
72.
72. So you are in the range of 70s. Okay, okay. All right, that's interesting, Mahesh. Mahesh, one question to you. People here feel bored reading the book. Some could think that, what if I skip reading? I only practice question. Can I clear the exam?
First, the most important thing, as you always mention, first go through the book because that will give you the advantage. What
Mm,
exactly we are going for exam, what contents we have. So
mm,
that knowledge you need. And based on that, if you are not sure that, okay, this concept is not very clear from the book, you have always the AI tool, or you can always ask Shri or Rahul. They will
mm,
definitely help.
mm,
So reading book is important. One
mm.
time is definitely recommended. Not more than that. If you're not very like me, I'm not very much interested in reading all the books 2, 3 times. But one time you should go it.
Okay, okay. No more. You cannot say backbencher going forward since you cleared PMP. Well, now you come to the standard of what market is looking for.
Because for me, I need to go through it. It's not like once I go through it and I know, I remember everything. I need to spend some time, analyze it, use AI concepts, solve the question paper. Then only it will be very clear for me. So I'm
Very
talking
good.
from general point of view.
Yep, yep. I got you. I got you. But you apply now, looking at the next stage, you cleared PMP now. What is your domain? What is the nature of job? Where are you going to apply it?
I will be first doing in my own organization. I still see there is a vacancy maybe in coming 1 year. So I
Mm,
will be using that first there. If not, then I will look for others.
perfect, perfect. Because the hard work what you put right now is not getting certificate.
Yeah, need to implement the same thing.
You have to materialize the value out of, okay, you got the certificate, what is next? I
Yes.
should get a growth, promotion, or a salary hike, or feel good in my job. Something should happen, right? That's more important. When somebody says, Sri, I'm not going to read the book, I'm going to practice only question, clear the exam. Maybe you'll clear the exam. I will not deny, maybe, but tomorrow when you go to senior manager role, someone is asking how to do risk management. You will not tell that I practice 100 questions in risk management, but I don't know how to do risk management. You'll be like, what? Are you kidding me? So, which means that you need a structural approach to apply what you learned. That's more important, isn't it?
Yeah, book reading is important. At least one time you should do it thoroughly. It's not like, okay, I'm just, yeah, well, okay, this first page is done and second page is no. Do it once, only once if you want, but through proper
Well
dedication
said. Well said. Well said.
so
Good.
that you don't have to repeat it again and again.
Yeah,
And
true,
just take
true.
down the notes as Shri always mentioned. in our own language in
Yes.
Notebook. That will help you when you very close to exam.
Well said. Well said. Good. Once again, thanks a lot, Mahesh, for coming up here and sharing your views. Yeah, I've seen you more sincere and regular to the program. Probably we're going to miss you in the Sunday prayers. Can't see you around. And but one thing for the people who cleared, Muhambigai, Mahesh, Savita, I too have few people who cleared examination. They couldn't join today. Please join our Elite group. We have a Elite community. Elite community is for the people who cleared the exam. There, two things are happening. One is what to do for the next promotion growth in my job. That is happening. I like that. Everyone likes it. Somebody says there is a managerial post available in Australia, America, in India, in Pune, Bangalore. They talk about it, job opportunity. Okay, that's fine. I like it. Beyond this, what I like in that group is someone in the group says, hey, I want to talk about something on this topic. I can present it. So what ShriLearning is doing is we are opening up a platform for people to present in front of set of people and share the knowledge. Like what we do our regular Sunday classes, there are some classes happening. So I request you to join those groups, materialize your knowledge, improve from there. That's more important. Yeah.
One last thing I forgot to say, but in this journey, my wife supported me well. So most of the credit goes to her also, which
That's important. Good you made it, man, before your dinner time comes.
yeah, because I have 2 years son, so you know how it goes, especially when you're in the
Oh,
Europe.
busy house, man. Busy house. Good. I think it's a PMP is a kind of a family effort, all the place, isn't it? Age of 30s and 40s, we need really a back support from family. Someone has to be there. Fantastic. Good.
About
Yeah, go ahead.
exam center, it was totally professional, no issues at all. 10 out of 10 to the Utrecht center.
Where is it?
Pure
Where is it?
Utrecht.
Or you're sitting in Netherlands.
Yes, Rotterdam. I'm from Rotterdam. And
Then you shouldn't talk anything about centers. Everything should be perfectly managed.
not a no complaint at all.
Right. They're very good. They're very professional on that part. Okay. Good to know, Mahesh. Good to know, Mahesh. I see Mohabi putting hands up. Let me listen to her. Yes, Mohammed.
Only one pointer I want to say, which I felt like I would have done earlier. So after going through a chapter for the last few weeks, I like after I finish some chapter, I write a chapter-wise exam. So that made my learning little more sincere. If we do not have something to assess, we just like read it. We will not try to understand the concepts in depth, right? So I felt, oh, I should have done it when I started. So maybe if someone is like trying to start the chapters, then they can like test it. So then if something is going wrong, then reread the concept. So it will be like much faster.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mogami. I appreciate your input. Great. All right. That's a good lot of inputs today. I think today I found very valuable inputs about what should not do, what should do. Both we heard today. Is anyone having any specific question for the people who are here who successfully cleared?
I have a question actually. Again, in terms of time management, if there are tougher questions, for instance, I just like to mention the fourth mark, since Mahesh brought it up. The questions are pretty lengthy in the fourth mark, like 5 lines, sometimes 6 lines. If the questions are really tough and you feel like you're unable to answer in 1.5 minute, what do you suggest is the best strategy to answer such questions actually?
If you ask me, I followed some mindset concepts. So whenever in any exam, if you see any questions, whether they ask if PM, what will we do next, or what will be he will think or he will do first. So in that case, the answer always not the actions. It will be evaluation, checking with the team, analyzing the available options for that particular scenario. So I use that kind of trick. So for example, if there is a question like if team member is not performing well, so it's only related to team member. So you will always have answers to
Talk to
check
him.
with the team member, not with the entire team. So that kind of concepts or mindset you have to use to eliminate the answers and get the question correct. So I use that kind of things, but this comes only when you solve the questions. Many you realize that okay, whenever it is the first step, no one take the action. But if they ask what should he do, then it's action. So then we need to look for what action PM project manager can take
Mhm.
and which is the proper one out of the four. So these way you can also, these are only tricks
Small nuances that I need to be caretaker.
because
Mm.
time management is really necessary. You cannot solve all the question
Yeah.
given a given set of time before. So you have to use some tricks to get it out.
Yeah. Understood. Thank you.
What I was doing is mostly the match the following question. I got 2 to 3 questions. So I started with what is like what I was like very sure about it. Then I was like coming to the one which I do not know. So this saved me time. And then like for per question I wasn't sure. So what I did is like I highlighted the things and I marked one answer and I flagged it. So then when I was PERT question came in for my last 60. So what I did, I had 4 minutes extra. So I used that 4 minutes extra for solving this question.
Ah,
Thank you.
okay. The valuable inputs there. Fantastic, fantastic. Really, really a great day. I think it's very useful information coming up here. I also see a lot of happy face after clearing the examination. It's more important. Celebrate the success. Don't wait that I cleared PMP, I'll get promotion, then I'll celebrate. Celebrate what you have right now because one of the toughest certificate you cleared. It is not about the exam certificate is a tough. The process what you went through. You came out of some of your routines which you're doing 6 years back, 3 years back, and you broke that routine. You wake up early, you read, you focus, no politics, no cinema, no mobile, no television. This routine break is a big, big thing. If you're done that, that's a great success. If you somehow like this routine, please keep up with you. If you like it. If you don't like, no, I want to go back to my same old routine. Yeah, you're free. We'll leave it to you. But I felt it's more useful as I'm following for a few years. Maybe it will be useful for you also. Yep. Great then. And a round of applause to you again. Thanks a lot for coming up here. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, that's Mahesh, that's Mohambikai, and we have Savita. Good, good amount of time happened here. Now time to talk about people preparing for exam, then go for a question. I have a question to discuss with an answer. We will discuss those questions. Before I jump to the question, quick check with the people. Today it's the 20th of July. Who is having exam in the next 10 days of time before end of July? Is anyone here with the exam date?
I'm writing tomorrow actually.
Tomorrow, okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow, what time is your exam?
5:30. I'm planning to start like around 5.
Okay, fine. You are sitting in Europe, right?
I'm sitting in Germany, so I'm doing online.
Online. Okay, basic checks. You are what is your laptop? Is it your home or office?
Personal laptop.
Personal laptop. Did you check the basic checks in
The
PF
system test. Yeah, I've done it yesterday. I'm gonna do it by connecting my mouse and everything today also, one before the exam.
mouse, camera, mic.
Mm.
Just check all these three stuff. Very important. ID card. You have a photo ID with you.
Yes, I have my
ID, photo ID. You may use a passport or your driver license or something like that.
yeah.
Okay.
Driver license.
Keep in mind, you should not have make a lot of lip movement while writing exam.
Okay.
In information, you should sometime be as you are being with your spouse. Keep quiet. Okay. Okay. Jokes apart. Too much of lip movement, they will suspect you are talking to someone to get an answer. Okay, this information to you. Don't get panic when they say something. You may try, but they'll give you warning. They'll give you once or twice warning. If they keep hearing sounds, keep seeing your lip movement, yeah, there could be some situations. So don't entertain that part. Try reading in your mind. Okay, one. If your family is around, don't entertain them getting to your room. The whole 4.5 hours, including the breaks, no one should come to your room. Okay, room should be locked.
Okay.
In the break, you can go out. That too, lock the door and go so nobody comes in there because the camera will be on, mic will be on. One annoying thing will happen when the exam starts, a small camera picture of yours will come. Your video will be in front of you. Many people don't like it. It's kind of a mirror view.
Mm.
You will see yourself in the system. You may not like it, but try to get used with that. You will see a small hint of you, but you
Mm.
cannot see the invigilator. You can't see them.
I can see. Okay,
Okay.
proctor. Mm.
How many proctors sitting there? Who is watching you?
Mm.
Nothing visible. Nothing visible. They will communicate to you only through chat. Right?
Okay.
They tell you, hey, you keep talking. You should not talk. And in case you have a habit while reading the question, you look at the ceiling, you look at their shoes. Sometimes they leave you, sometimes they'll ask you, where are you looking? Look straight. If they say like that, don't feel they're entering your private zone. Don't feel like that because it's
Mm.
their job. It's their job. Because there could be a mic here, and you talk to the mic with your question
Mm.
when you're at home. For example, I can set up a mic somewhere here and I keep talking to the mic to get the answer, right? It's possible.
Mm. Can I at least
So
stretch like something like those stretches are I'm
that's
not
okay.
allowed.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's it that you do, but not push-ups and tumble exercise. Little stretches, okay. But thing is, I'll tell you what are suspects they get. When you move lip
Mm.
movement,
Mm.
they assume that there is somebody sitting behind the laptop and you're answering. When you
Mm.
look down, you're talking to the mic without showing the lip movement.
Mm.
So what they want is they want your face full time in the screen.
Mm.
Okay, in your life, there is someone going to admire you for 4 hours. So you should be happy for it. I'm just giving a hint. If in case you feel a little annoying, it's going to happen. Someone is going to watch. Who is going to watch? Someone
Okay.
from Asia,
So
someone from Europe. We don't know.
so the chat window, where it would be, it will be on the top of the exam window on the side. Like how can I?
Yeah, I have heard this before. People felt a bit disturbing. Chat comes out
Uh,
in the screen. Okay, there is no solution because that's a screen you have. Somewhere it should come out.
mm-hmm.
So you can minimize it, you can close it, but if you want to communicate with them, it's through chat. Or they'll communicate to you through chat, but your voice they can hear. They keep the mic on so that the voice could hear. Okay. These are some information to you. Just be prepared, mindset prepared. Not every invigilator is a tough, but there are some tough invigilators who will
Okay.
poke you, You imagine you look once down, they'll tell, don't look down. What will happen is the moment they say 2 times, you start getting nervous. Why the hell these guys keep looking at me? Okay. Why I'm giving all this information is you said you have exam phobia. So what I'm saying
I
this.
mean, especially with the options, actually, not exactly with the exam.
Okay. Okay.
I'm very good at like basically stuff, but when you
Okay.
give me the options, you see that Tare Zameen for the movie, they keeps on jimbling in front of me. I have that kind of scare, so like switching from
No
A to B.
worries. No worries. You'll do well. You'll do well. I trust you because you prepared really well. You'll do well. I'm just giving a hint of what all can happen, what all can go wrong in online. Okay. If internet goes off, a restart happens. Within a few minutes, the restarts, your system will pick up again. It will hold the same session. Your exam will continue. I very
Okay.
rarely see internet goes off somewhere in Germany.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if in case worst case happens, yeah, it'll restart. If in case internet doesn't come back,
Mhm.
or if in case your Pearson system is not starting, something went wrong,
Mhm.
we have to raise a ticket and they'll give you another date for exam. So I'm saying this, don't get panic.
Okay.
Don't get panic. Until we do misbehavior, they tell something wrong and they close the exam. Rest all are possible. Computer crashing, internet going off, Pearson system not working, your computer mouse is something went wrong. We can rewrite the exam. We can ask for rewrite. There is a process. Can help you later, or I will help you. There is a process to follow to rewrite the exam. But just keep in mind, anything goes wrong, don't get so much agitated. Not just be okay. Okay, it happens. That's a feel you have to have. So stay focused. That 4 hours. Every 60 questions, you can take a break. You can come out of the room. Even though you're in a house, your camera will be on. You'll walk out, eat something, do something, come back within 7-8 minutes, and again the process starts. Yeah.
Understood.
Last information. Stop reading. I know your time is now 12:30. In next 3, 4, 5 hours, read. Beyond 5 o'clock, don't read anything. Stop. Enough. The weather looks very good. I think it's sunny there also, right?
Yeah.
Go for a good walk and then come back. That's fine for you.
I'm
Yeah.
not reading actually. I'm just going through some of my notes, and
Ah,
I stopped reading 1 week ago because, like I already mentioned, reading is not helping me anymore.
okay.
So solving
Okay.
the questions would help. So I already did that. So I'm just taking rest, not getting myself exhausted for the exam.
Yes. Yes. Enough with reading. After some time, your brain cannot accept it. It will
Yeah.
start spilling over. So better stop reading and just go through your notes, whatever you have, and then you can come to a conclusion. Okay. Tomorrow is your day. Sleep well, do energetic. You know what? Tonight you want to sleep well, but you cannot sleep well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you, this all happens. It's something like the day before of marriage. Shh. Okay, so it's something like that. You will feel a bit anxiety. Get to bed, stay in the dark room, little focused, and just take rest. 7 hours of rest is good for you.
Okay.
Perfect. Any questions? Put me in a WhatsApp. I'll help you.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, good. That's the person who's getting for exams. Soon we'll hear the success story. Is anyone else having exam in the next 10 days? Oh, no? Okay, good. Then what we do is we'll have a question. Or before I go there, is anyone having a question, specific question? You want to discuss anything on the exam? Okay. Then what we do is I have a couple of things to bring. I'll start with the question. Appreciate all your patience to wait around. Let's go and see a question. Let me see if I can. Something is not popping up properly for me. Come on. Okay. Let me see if it works now. Yeah, it is. All right. You have a question. Take a moment to read this question. People watching from YouTube, LinkedIn, give you a message in chat. Then we'll see the answers. Mhm. Okay, I'm getting answers here. I got a couple of them given answer. Let's wait for a few more people. Hello, hello. Let's go for the answers. Go ahead, give your answers. Right or wrong, don't worry. Let's see. I'm seeing one alphabet is coming more. Alphabet C is more. C is more. Okay. Pritham says, yeah. I have two variety of answers now. Okay, then looking at the time, let me start the discussion. Maybe I'll see the name with the Pavitra. Pavitra, if you are available on the mic.
Hello, Shri.
Hey, Pavitra, thanks for your
Yeah.
sponsor. So, what is your take on the question? Don't go to the answer. What is the take on the question?
Yeah, the question first, he thinks that there is no teamwork or much seriousness about, means he can feel that there is no team coordination in the company where he has entered on the projects, the new
Uh,
projects.
okay. Okay. Is it
So first he
something?
has to,
Uh-huh. But what is a governance here? Something they mentioned as governance. What it could be?
Yeah, team governance means that is what they're not adhering to the leader. Means like maybe they didn't have a project manager for a long time. Each one was working in their own way. Uh,
Oh, okay. Some common understanding is not there.
yes.
So by governance, lacking a common understanding. Okay. What should the manager do first? You can do many things. The question is, what is the first thing? Right? So you went with the answer. What is your answer goes to? You're going with the C, right?
Yeah.
How this answer C will help this team?
I think
Yeah.
first a thorough analysis is
Ah,
required and identify
the gaps.
gaps.
Okay. And any chance of improving things. Okay. This is
Yes.
what you're thinking.
Or
Um,
I had tie between A and C because
uh-huh.
first the structure also, because he is new to the company, whether he should first go through the structure of the project teams, who is
Okay.
doing what, and all that he
Ah,
has to know.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, that
Makes
was.
sense. Makes sense. Nice. Thanks for that good input. Um, okay. Project teams. Nice. But why B is not a good answer? Why we strike this out? It's not only for Pavitra. Anyone here? I
It
think majority
also
went to C. Why
it
B is a
only solves part of the problem. There are the problem has two parts. The team governance is lacking. That
ah,
is one, and the other one is team members are not communicating, like are responding. So if
ah.
you go to B, it only solves. Probably you might get an understanding. Okay, in this organization, people doesn't respond to emails, but it doesn't solve the main problem, team governance. It is lacking.
Okay. Okay. So the when you say elimination technique, should I eliminate B directly? B, C, I mean D. For example, I don't see people chosen D. I don't see people chosen B. What is the negative things in this answers so that we don't want to choose it?
One thing I observed is engaging organizational stakeholders is a bigger picture. Like,
Ah.
right,
Kind
you
of
Ah.
have a
escalating.
lot of large stakeholders as well. Like, if you go on reviewing and engaging those stakeholders, it's a waste of time, meaning you have your sponsors and like stakeholder list is very huge. How much will you review for just a
Mm.
team governance related work? Is that what I
Mm.
thought? And same goes with the project charter. It will not help me do any immediate improvements. And A also I eliminated because the reason is we are engaging project management office, which is a
Uh-huh.
different team altogether. Because my issue is with the team right now. So as a project manager, I think of first speaking or engaging with my team to know what is happening, why there are
Mm.
gaps, and what else as a team we can improve at this point in time, rather
Okay.
than start asking stakeholders or engaging with different team or reviewing the charters. That's how
Okay.
I answered C.
Okay. That's a valuable input, which means PMO can help in some form, but not in
Yeah.
this case.
Not
Uh,
immediately as a project manager to do
all
first thing.
right. All right. Even when I say
It's also
organize,
kind of escalating. You're kind of escalating to PMO. First, you have to analyze it, right? So you have to collaborate with the team.
Okay. 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 By the way, somewhere Mahesh today gave some inputs, right? Mahesh or Muhambike. Whenever you see the word first or something next, they gave a hint. How should we look at the answer?
Yes, Mahesh, it was.
Yeah,
What,
it
what
was
was
my analyze
what
first.
was what was the hint given by him?
He says start with analyze,
Analyze first.
identify gaps, something like that.
Are you seeing that here now?
Yeah.
Something happening, but let's not jump there immediately. I have Preetham. Preetham is giving an answer as yeah. Let's listen to Preetham's viewpoint. Yes, Preetham. What is your view on the question? Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
Preetham.
actually, you see, this governance is a top driven. It should be from the management level. Now, if governance does not exist, it is obvious that team members you cannot, even if you you have already discussed with them, it seems, because he soon realizes the team governance is lacking. That means he must have interacted with the team members and come to know from their action that governance is lacking. Now, who will implement this governance, if at all, if it is missing? So, for that, he can first get the whether at all governance is there or it is there are people not adhering to it, that remains one cloudy area. So that is why I thought my thought process was that please coordinate with the project management team first or the PMO team and ensure that the governance is well in place. And if it is in place, then you talk with the team members and find out the gap. Because if governance at all is not there, then what team members will do? They will move around here and there, not communicate. Everyone will act independently. So this was my thought process.
But it is not project governance, it is team governance. So project governance is different. So your thought process applies to that.
Yeah, but team governance also is a part of the project governance only.
But that will be, you discuss it with the team. For instance, even in agile cases, you discuss it with the team, like similar preparing like team charter, establishing the ground rules. How do you want to communicate? So how do you resolve the differences? So these kind of stuff. But
Even
PM,
that also, the team governance also, that PMO has chartered that, rules. So definitely with those rules and with the system in place, you can discuss with the team, but let him, since this project manager has joined fresh, so he can contact the PMO team who can guide him, okay, with this you can talk with the team and find out.
yeah, if the team
Had he been a
following anything,
existing project manager, then probably he would have known the in and out. But it is written that a project manager joins a company, takes on two projects, but soon realizes. That means he
Nice.
must have understood. He must have discussed.
No, sorry to cut in. Say if team members are not responding, so then PMO I don't think will have any role to play, because it would be with respect to the team members. PMO can only give you like
best
the
practices
processes.
probably, like OPAs, they can support with OPAs
Exactly.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, not with the at the team level, definitely.
Yes.
If you go to them with something and they can suggest based upon the organization culture, you can do that. But in order to go to them, you have to have that level of problem.
That is true.
Okay. I like this discussion. Interesting discussion. When you say governance, governance is something set at different levels. If I'm in a company like TCS, TCS is one of the line of business in Tata. However, when I go for Tata itself, Tata as an organization will have a governance. Can I agree for that? Tata organization have a governance.
Yeah.
This is how we'll do business. Yeah, some ethical behavior, what kind of investments we'll make, what kind of nature of business we will do. That's a governance. It would have been set by Ratan Tata, or even before Ratan Tata, it is there 100 years. That's a governance they follow. That is also a reputation of the company. Governance is the way this company will work. Okay. It's at the organization level, Tata. But in Tata, TCS is one branch. Tata Steel, another branch. TCS will have a governance how this vertical will work. Tata Steel will have a governance how it will work. For example, in Europe, Tata Steel want to do something. There are some pollution problem. Many things are going on. They're overcoming. They're fighting in the court. Many things are happening in Netherlands and in Germany. That's a governance. They have to follow the governance how to do this process at the organization level, business level. So I can have organization level, portfolio level. Then there is something called project governance. In project governance, what they're doing is how uh, how in this organization, in this portfolio, a project will be chosen. If I choose a project, how a project will be executed? Will I follow waterfall model, agile model? How my stakeholder involvement will be there? Kind of that information will be there. Okay. So far, what we heard is all at the higher level in organization. When it comes to team governance, it's very rarely we use the word governance. Rather, we use a term called team charter. I'm sure you heard the word team charter, isn't it? A team charter is something about I can also coin another name for that, WOW. What does WOW stands for?
Ways of
Ways of
working.
working.
Ways of working. Other one is I can also use the word ground rules. Okay, now let's make the question a little more tricky. If I expect my senior management to set my team charter, if I expect my portfolio manager to set the way of working or a ground rules, how good it will be? How good in the sense, will it be supportive for the team? Because I'm going to do two things. One is top-down approach. Other one is bottom-up approach. Which one is good in the year of 2025? I'm not talking in 1920. In 1920, if I talk, I will tell something else. But you and me are sitting 100 years later. Now we are in 2025. At this state, should I go top down or should I go bottom up?
Bottom up.
So bottom up is the start point. Of course, I can refer something from here. I'm not denying that. I can refer something. I can tell this is how our company will pick up the project. This is how we will. Those all fine. Nice. That's nice. But when it comes to application at the ground level, it should be from the team. So what is the answer here? Let's look at the question. Team governance is lacking. Somewhere the ground rules is not there, or it is there but not efficient, or way of working is not good. So now I can go to PMO. PMO will help me. How PMO can help me? PMO will give me some lessons learned from the previous project. Sure, you know what? In the previous project, this is how we set the ground rules. Oh, really? That's how it works? Yeah, look at the bullet points. PMO can give me some template. You want to follow a template? I'll give you a template. PMO tell I can conduct a workshop for you. These are all they can do. But can they confirm? Can they confirm something for me? I doubt, because they are away from my actual team itself. Same way when I go to organizational stakeholders, when I say organizational stakeholders, they didn't refer who. It could be portfolio manager, program manager, my vendor department, finance department, someone could be there. They can give some information on culture. Fantastic. I like it. Culture could be risk taking is a culture. Psychological safety is a culture. How to email, how to follow the set of work, that will not sit there. That is my team's day-to-day work. So what should happen in that case? So in that case, whatever we heard from Preetham is good, but it is at the high level. But when I talk about team things, I should first listen to the team, which means I have to understand what is my team can do from the bottom. If you do that, I think then it makes you to understand better what they want. Now, if you see the answer is a C here. The project manager is in a new situation. First thing what you do, the project manager should, with the team, conduct an analysis. This is what the key. The whole key here is analysis of the team structure to find out what is missing. I may approach PMO once I understand the missing part. I may approach my senior management what I found missing for. But many times, when the team is capable of telling what is missing, they're also capable of writing their own team charter. Maybe somewhere it is written. This will help the relationship. Primarily, they start working on how to prepare a team charter, or they start working on how to bring up a way of working. If that team can do that, I'm fine. I can reach them later when I need, but not right now. Right? Good. Preetham, when you started from listening from the top, did you felt that your team will feel comfortable? You directly go to the top management for this. Just ask.
No, it is right. Not going to the top management, but first, my thought process was that from the PMO, let me gather whether the team governance or team charter. Actually, there is a slight difference between the team governance and team charter, but still the team governance. If the rules and the regulations and the thought process. So
Hmm.
that part, whether clarity is there, that what was my question. Then I
Makes
will ask the team members.
very good, very good, very good. So you're going to get the guidance from them, not make them to.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, not confirming, but you want to take the guidance. Hey
Yes.
guys,
After
something.
taking guidance, then you discuss with the team and tell, "Okay, you see the system is there, but you are not following. Please let us sit and try to understand."
Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Okay. But at least this answer is saying that the confirm kind of we take something to push on the people, which is not healthy. At least in this point, we want to listen from the people and then take it forward. Yeah, that's what it goes.
Yeah,
Very
this is the
good.
perfect PMI mindset.
Yeah. They don't want people to get forced. That's how it is. Okay, good. Any thoughts on this question?
I just like to interject something because this
Ah,
I missed while preparing in the very first stages. Probably this could help the members.
hmm,
So the exam is not what you do in the real life and what would be the best in the real life. The
hmm.
exam is about you making a decision based upon the question considering PMI ethics and values. So
Yeah, yeah,
if you
yeah.
keep playing real world scenarios, you will get the question wrong.
Thanks for adding the detail. I would have said that at least 25% of projects are succeeding, which means obviously 75% are failing. Now, which area I should fall in? Should I be in success or should I be in failure? And PMI will tell go towards success. If I want to go towards success, what we heard right now is bring that mindset. Okay, maybe by accident or chance, I'm working in this kind of company. I don't know. I would have thought I'm working in a good company. But what if my company has many failures? The way they work is not very efficient. So PMI, when you read it, like what Pritham said, that's a PMI mindset. Where how do you see from PMI's perspective to clear the examination? Not only examination, in real life also, how can I fall into 25% of successful projects, not other failure project? Yeah, quite interesting. Great then. I think today a lot of time went on discussing about the success stories and good time about some question. Was it a useful day for you? Sunday prayers? What is your learning today? Any one or two keywords you learned today? Let's see what you learned.
You said go to exam center one day, I mean, couple of days before or something. I'm gonna do that one now. I was not thinking before. I live in Dublin, so I thought it's in city, so I can just go by there for like 45, 50 minutes and then
Okay.
directly go to exam hall. But I still have time to my exam, like 3, 4 weeks. So I'm gonna go
Nice.
one day and then
Nice.
see the like how it works, and then maybe
Nice.
speak to somebody who is all coordinating and then be
Very good.
ready in
Very
advance.
good.
That's what I'm gonna do now.
It's a kind of outing also.
Yeah.
All right, good. Check that part. Check your ID cards. Very good. That's important. One takeaway today. Any other takeaways? Read the question carefully and have a proper time management in exam hall. Don't get panic on the time management if it runs faster. Take good deep breaths and feel composed. In exam, this exam is not a tough exam. This exam is all about your mindset. That too, after 100 question, people start getting tired. That is where people start losing the scores. Up to 100, you're okay. The 80 question section is a place the score starts dropping. And this is a place you take a break at 60th question. Second break is much important. 120 question. That break is must. So go out for the break, drink something good, gives energy. I sometimes recommend people to have some chocolate, Snicker bar chocolates, because this chocolates will have a lot of the sugar content and the cocoa. I mean, it's much needed for your brain. Your body needs sugar to give some energy. Don't eat a lot of chocolates. Only that moment, take a chocolate or take some juice, which means your body needs energy. Your brain needs energy. Your brain will be tired. It needs more energy. You may think you're good, but your energy is dropping. So please eat something well in the break time. And then take good deep breaths when you get stuck. You got stuck, hold on, don't take the test. Nice 4 or 5 deep breath, oxygen pumps up because when you are in tense mode, we take half breath. We will not take full breath. This is how we take. But when you take a deep breath, your brain starts working better. it all works for the people who got stuck. You are already stabilized person, a very systematic person, nothing to worry. But if you have this kind of problem, close it, everything, just take some deep breath. You'll feel good. Yeah. Good. Do good job and stay in touch. People are getting to the exam. Keep posting on what is your scores, what's happening, and person going to tomorrow for the exam. Good wishes. Do well.
Thank you.
All right. Then let's catch up all again by next week. See you all. Have a nice week ahead. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.